Hey everybody, welcome to my Shabby Craft Studio. I'm Martha. I'm grateful you are here. This is my first time trying the Gelli plate on camera. I've only done it twice before. The other day I got some pretty prints here. You know, spring is right around the corner, we hope, right? But this is what I call my grungy spring. And then my first time out I did these, but they're not great. But I wanted grungy, so some of these need more work, definitely. A lot of gold in that one. I like the gold as highlights. I don't know, can you see the hearts on here? The sun is shining through my side door, and I can't really do a whole lot about it. These are the negatives of the die cuts that I have. And so this one's really grungy and I love it. And these were just done on copy paper. And that one has hearts on it, which I love. So some of them came out okay. Some of them, Now, I also did these on my first time around, and I showed these before. These are just paper. That's IKEA paper. Something came wrapped in that. And I found it in my basement. And then this is the back of a blank calendar page, which I use in my journals a lot. So I'm going to add more to these. And then when I pulled it out a couple of days ago, this is what I was working on then. And there's a project that takes 12 by 12 papers. So I took papers that I don't really like that are in my paper pads, which had, of course, some papers that I liked. And then I took the ones that I didn't like, that I'll never use for anything else. I love this one. This one came out so cool. Did that with a stencil. Did that with a stencil. And this is the end of a paper towel roll and some lines from cardboard from this guy here, and more paper towel roll and more lines. Absolutely love this one with these colors, and it's got a little bit of silver in it, so there's a tad bit of shimmer. And love this one too, but these need some more ink on the edges, as does this one. Needs some more ink on the edges, but I like the layers on this one. This one's kind of plain, so it'll get something else. So there's a project that Robin McClendon, who I will link below, did, and Susie Q Makes. Hi, Sue. She also did this project with 12 by 12 where you, I think you cut it in half. So it's 6 inches. Of course, I'll cut this strip off here because that's just the strip that some paper pads have an extra strip up there. So 12 by 12, and you cut it in half, and then you fold the backs together like this somehow, and you make a book. So anyway, that's my goal. So I just took my stuff out to play with. So I need to add color to these first, but I need to do a few pulls, because what happens with my Gelli plate is it's really warm in here, and I need to find some paper to do that with. And so the paint dries really fast on this plate. So I want to do some backgrounds. I just watched Andrea Allen this morning, Artie Mays, and I don't think she watches me, but I learned a lot from her. So I am going to try and take a page out of her book, so to speak. Now I don't have an extra Gelli plate yet. I'm working on getting another one. It's going to be a rather small one though, but I have a glass mat over here and I think that'll work sort of the same, although it's noisy. So really thin, light layer on the bottom, and then think I'll use this really pretty. Ow. These are Arteza paints or Arteza paints, and this is lilac. This was apple green. What's more springy than apple green and lilac? Nothing. Oops, I was going to do that over here. New habits, got to create new habits. And I need a sheet to use to wipe my brayer off in between. Whew, that's noisy. Now, I also, on some of the videos, saw where you're supposed to not put your gel plate on a surface that can absorb the gel from it, the oils from it. Now, I did do it, the first time I did it, I put it directly on my wooden desk because I don't really care about the wooden desk. It's an old desk that my daughter got from IKEA. All right. And I think I'm going to put just a little bit of blue. This is a sky blue. Okay. Just a bit, just a tad here and there. And it worked out well because it stayed attached, and basically this 12 by 12 paper, you know, is about the size I'm working on. And so it's good to put a piece of paper the size you're working on underneath, because then it gives you some idea of where to place your paper, especially if your pad is a lot bigger, like mine is, than what I need. However, okay, so this is the acetate that I punched holes in before, in part of this video. I don't know where it will be in this video, but that's, I don't know if this is going to work at all. I have no idea. I punched holes in it with my crocodile, and it's the actual acetate that comes on the jelly plate. So I'm hoping that will pick up the dots from that. I think it did. And so let's see, what am I going to lay down? I will try this. Oopsies. Oop, oop, oop. Stay where you are. Now, my paint has done some drying, but I need layers on this plate anyway. That's something I've learned, is you sort of have to, like warm up your plate with some paint. Yeah, see, that all dried really fast. So let's see, what am I going to put on here? I have some of these Artist Loft paints from Michaels, which I really like, and this is parchment. So let's see if and it's a wetter, I'm hoping. I might have to turn my heater off in here. Actually, my sunroom does not heat up very well. I'm gonna get some of that off. Some of the excess paint, because you don't want too much paint. Sorry about the noise. I really am sorry about the noise of the glass mat. I really can't do a whole lot about it. Let's see if this does a lift of what's underneath. Or if all I get is the cream paint. That's kind of how it's been going for me. I have a really tough time getting going. And after about an hour, my plate seems to warm up. And then I'm sort of wiped out and done with doing it. So, and I will probably have to take a break. Yeah, that was a little too much paint. But I like it. It's a pretty background. Did not pick up any of the dots from the plastic stencil I made, though, unfortunately. So I'll put that aside. And then, let's see, I will try the stencil again. Let's see what happens. Press a little harder this time. Okay. All right. And then, ooh, yikes. That was not nice. And then I think I will pick up a little, oh, I don't want fluorescent. Thank you. No fluorescent. I have this Craft Smart paint as well. So I think I'm going to put the yellow on there. Some of the paints are more transparent. Some of them are thicker in color. The pigment is much darker. So you can tell my plate is really like sucking up all of this paint. Now that's probably way too much. I'm sure that's too much. Okay. Everybody else is so good at this, and I kind of stink at it. And it's something I really want to do, but I kind of stink at it. I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's so dry here right now. It's winter. It's cold. So we have propane heat, which is a very dry heat. And we have humidifiers going, but maybe I need one out here in this room. And Andrea was working on spring backgrounds. Now see, it picked up the yellow, but it didn't pick up any of the color underneath. Well, there's not much color underneath left. All right. Still not picking up the little, well, it picked up a few of the little dots. You can see one there, a couple in this corner here. Maybe as it dries, it'll pick them up more. So I'm going to go back with, what am I going to go back with? I don't know. What are you going to go back with? All right. I'm going to put a little of my favorite, which is Ocean Breeze. Well, so much for using my glass mat to roll off on, right? Did not do that. All right. I want some Ocean Breeze. And I want some, I'm going to put some Mediterranean blue. And I am going to put that over here a little bit because I just want to kind of splotch it around, if that makes sense. So put a little up there. It's much darker. Yeah, that's what I want. Don't want to blend it in. And then I'm going to put a little bit of, let's see, what am I going to put a little bit of? No. You go back with the lilac. I don't know, weird combination? Just teensy dots. Just a teensy bit here and there. I should have done over on my glass mat, but I did not. I did learn that you lift the brayer up to kind of break up those weird round and oval spots that you get. I have a little yellow over here. This might be mixing it up just a tad too much, but I just want like that. Okay. We shall see. Now, if I let that dry and I put some of this pattern in here, this is just like, this is for under your rug. Keeps your rug from slipping. It is not shelf liner. All right, well, that's making a pattern. And then, let's see. I got some of this mesh. I don't know if this mesh, I bought some of this. Went looking for punchinella, but that's not what I found. Can't find it in the store. Oh, this stuff is really rough. Yikes. All right, let's see. Cut some of this off. Get rid of the tape. We don't want tape on there. So I'm just going to cut. I haven't used this before, obviously, if I'm just opening it up. All right. Ooh, curly. Curly Q. And I just have my little tray over here of different, I have one of those 3-tiered carts. I don't know if this one was a Michael's or a IKEA, probably IKEA. And, all right. Oops. I don't want, I don't want that on there. Little piece of silver stuff. Jewelry pliers to the rescue. All right, that way my big fat fingerprint isn't on there. And then we need something to overlay to get all that color off. So I think I'm gonna go, if I can find it. Let's go hog wild. I don't know what's going to happen if I use pink. Bright pink from, actually I have this rose pink from Arteza. It's a rose pink. So I hope you can all see what I'm doing. I think I'm going to play it safe and do it over here. That's going to be too dry. So I need to, maybe I just need to spread it on. Again, dry in here. Oy, oy, oy. I like to get all these colors to pick up. So we shall see. Hopefully the patterns too. All right, quick, quick, like a bunny. I'm going to use this yellow one that I just did and see what happens. All right. Can't keep my sleeves rolled up. It's early for me. I don't usually get working this early, but Tony's out doing some grocery shopping. And, oh, I feel a bubble there. Smoothing that down. All right, let's see. All right, fingers crossed. Ooh. Now that I like. Yes. So mostly what you see is the pattern from the rug liner. So I'm going to see. Weeks. I don't know that the mesh really showed up that great. I'm going to see if I can pick a little of this up on the edge here. I get more paint on my fingers than I do on the paper, I think. And try and get this edge over here. That's probably all dried paint, though. That is pretty. Oop, just stuck my hand right in the wet paint. Very pretty. Very pretty. I'm sorry if I just hit the camera stand. It's a small working space here. Okay. I'm just taking some of this wet paint over here and putting it down and trying to get these edges, because even though I think I'm painting to the edges, it's not really picking up. And this plate is plenty big enough to do 12 by 12 because it's 12 by 14. Well, that came out pretty. Could add a little more somewhere here and there. Maybe some... I'm trying to see what's still stuck to my plate. That's what's stuck to my plate. I don't want to dull that down any. Let's see. Maybe a little of the aqua. The ocean breeze. Let's see. I'm just going to put some right across there. I'm going to have to buy another set of these because I really like the colors in it. And I like the way the paint shows up. And I like the way it spreads. So, yeah, so Tony's out doing shopping. And when he comes home, I have to help him unload because it is a two-person job to get groceries safely into the house nowadays, isn't it? Or a one-person job, but it's a lot of work. And just because I'm in here playing doesn't mean I get out of some of the chores. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Well, most of it worked. Just ran out of a little bit on this side. Work it, Martha. Work it. Fun stuff. Oh yeah, I like that. That'll make a pretty spring background. Not totally in the colors I was doing, but you know, that's okay. All right, so I want to go back to this one. This needs another layer. Needs a little more color over here. And don't know where these little fuzzies are coming from. Not allowed in the artwork, though. Thank you. Get out of there. What the heck? What the heck? All right, so I need a little more color on that. So I think I'm going to go with blue. There's green and cream. I think I'm going to go with the blue. Let's try the pretty Mediterranean blue. I think this is the way I have more luck, is to spread it in a long strip like that. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to turn the heat down in here. This is ridiculous. I cannot keep the paint wet. Not a good thing. All right, there we go. And less is more if you're doing layers. But on the other hand, you got to have it wet long enough to work with and to pick up. I mean, good gracious me. All right. I do the lines again. All right. I think what I'm going to do is do it crosswise as well. It's a bit of a grid pattern. I'll put that down. Why not? Why not? Let's see if I can get my edges. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to go turn the heat down. I am like working up a sweat now. Oh, that's pretty. So see, it's layered, which is fine. Yep. And then I can layer over that as well. Yeah, I'll do a light layer over that. So I went light, dark, and then I'll do light. So I will return in a moment. I have returned. I have sustenance. I have not had breakfast yet, but there's my second cup of tea. Hopefully you've pulled up a cup as well, or you're doing something fun. All right, so I decided to go with lilac. Again. Up and down and back and forth. These Arteza paints are really nice. They're a little more opaque, thicker pigment. Oops. Well, my desk is going to be pretty when I'm done, that's for sure. Okay. So I'm still not getting dots out of anything, which is kind of frustrating me. But I think I will use, oh my, come on. I have a envelope here with some punch outs when I was punching things out, so I'll use big dots. Maybe we'll use big dots. And then I'm using my wipe off papers to put dots up. Of course, now I have fingerprints too. I have fingerprints on there too. Woohoo! Okay. Just gonna do this. Yeah, I know. Who knows what that's gonna do. Roll that off. And then I'm gonna bring this one back that I just did. I'm going to lay it down. Work out any bubbles I feel underneath. This gel plate definitely has bubbles in it. I can feel them and I can see them. And that comes from me making the mistake of putting the acetate sheets back on it and storing it in the clamshell that way. So I didn't know what I didn't know. Okay, well, the circles didn't show up, but I like the lilac over the blue, over the yellow, cream, green, blue underneath. So that's a pretty page. I'm happy with that. If I stamped on that or wrote on it and did some other stuff, I think that mesh left a bunch of sparkle on my gel plate. So I'm not going to use that mesh anymore for that. So let's see. So here's, here are a couple of more of the die cut cutouts, and some of them are upside down, some are right side up, and that's okay. You know, makes for an interesting time, interesting page. All right, so we'll do that. Oops, can't put that there. I gotta get some paint. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all hog wild over here, and I'm going to use something. Let's see, what other pages do I want to improve upon? I already had a bunch over here. I want to do something with this. This is more along the grungy line. There's copper, and there's cream, and there's black. I think I'm going to do a dark blue. I'm going to do that over here. It's okay to switch it up. Now, when you roll across these, they move. So there is that. And this is a different method here. I know. I need a teensy bit more blue. Baloo, 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 baloo. I just dropped my paper in it. Oh, that was intelligent. Very handy. I'm trying to avoid a lot of straight lines from the edges of this paper. That's why I'm being kind of particular. Here a little more, and I'm going to lift these off, and that is going to dry. Yeah, see, that one could have used more paint, obviously. I don't know if I could put that back down in the same place. I could get it close. All right, let's try a little teeny bit more paint. I'm going to blow through these paints so fast. I mean, this is so much fun, but man, anytime you take up a new technique, I'm not going to say new hobby because this is all going along with my paper crafting and such. And since I don't paint well, I thought it'd be fun to mess with this stuff. All right, so I'm going to let that dry. And we're going to help it along. I hope this doesn't get in your way where you can see it because it's going to really mess up your eyes. Okay, still filming. Still filming. Right orientation. Amazing. Sometimes things are amazing. All right, actually, I'm going to put this down just like this and see what happens. Maybe I shouldn't have let it dry. Well, I shouldn't have let it dry. Okay, that's all right though. We're going to try another method here. All right. So, don't want to go with that. I want like a very light, okay, not that, not that. Don't want to go darker. I don't know that I want gold. And that's pretty much the same as what I did use. I'm poking through my paints over here, peeps. Sorry about that. I think I'll use this vanilla. And we'll see what happens. All right. Okay. And I have a bunch of blue on my brayer I need to get rid of that I did not get rid of before. All right. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. I have another brayer, but it's buried. Buried under the tools to use for this. Now, in essence, I gotta get a new wipe off paper because those are saturated. Now, what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to pick that up from underneath. Oh, I need to get my tea off this table. And that needs to go over on the other table. Hopefully I won't knock it off of there. But it was sloshing around. Oh yeah! That's what it was supposed to do. By golly. I like that. You got layers of circles. You got the flowers in there. I like it. And the black still shows through. I didn't obliterate it. Yep. I like that one too. All right. Now I'm cooking. I'm so excited. I really like this one, but I feel like it needs something as a focal point. However, I don't know what that would be. Let's see. Let's use let's use this stencil, and then let's see. I need to hold that thought. I need to pick this up and see if it does anything. Nope. So that blue is still going to show up when I do it again, I'll betcha. I'll betcha. Okay. So, all right. Well, we're going to do this anyway. I'm going to get, I think I'll use, I'm going to go hog wild here. I'm going to use a little bit of this metallic gold. And I'm also going to see what this Arteza gold. I don't know how you say it. I think it depends on where you're from. Arteza. I don't think the Arteza gold is as metallic, but I could be totally 100% wrong. Oh yeah, they're both metallic. Pretty much. I'm going to have to put something else on here too. But that's okay. I just want the little tiny bit of gold to shine through. All right, and I'm going to do the lilac. No, let's try pink. No, I think I used the pink on that before. Go with lilac. Oh, Martha. Oh, my goodness. So, I hope you're enjoying watching me make a mess here. I hope it's not totally 100% boring. Okay. And then I'm going to... I'm going to lay this down. And then I'm going to... I have quite the mess here. Pick that up. Although that's not really what I wanted to do, but that's what I'm doing. All right. We'll see if I mess this up or not. It's very possible. I should have just done the flowers with the stencil down, but that's okay. Oh, yeah. I'm happy with that because you can still see all the other pretty colors through it. Yes. That one's good. That one's good. Very good. Very, very good. Happy, happy, happy. Okay. Let's see. So this little guy over here needs some help too. Love it, but it needs some help. Sure. I think what I'm going to do, and excuse my stomach for being very noisy, I'm going to do this again. Oh, whoop. Ooh. So, whoa, that's a lot this time. That's okay. So you're going to see what's happening. Play. We're playing. I mean, who knew in kindergarten that this would be what I'd be doing in my 60s? I mean, right? Does it get any more fun than that? Okay, that's the side that goes down. Now, I'm not going to make that same mistake again. I'm going to go this way. Try to go from this side out. Now, I have noticed if you take your roller and you go roll over this with your brayer, rather, it shifts things. Now, Sue, hi Sue, she uses a very heavy, like, candle holder. Uh-oh. Oh, that didn't really do much. All right. That's okay. That's all right. It's okay. We're going to put this down now on here and see if we get anything else. And she, it's really heavy and it's weighted, and that really seems to work for her. Me, I'm stuck with my hands and my weak shoulders. So I kind of have to get as much. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, well, kind of feel like I ruined that background, but we'll see. I mean, you know, it's not awful. Not as happy as I was with the other one. Okay, we'll put that over there. And we shall see what else we have that we need to mess with. Oh, I have not had breakfast, so please excuse my stomach. We'll see if we get a ghost print off of here. Interesting. Not really. All right. So, I am gonna do this top edge and that lilac. And it picked nothing up because it's drying too fast. All right. And now we have, what else do we have? Needs a little perking up. This one. So my husband just walked in. I will be back, and this may be a part 2 of this video. Okay, so I took a break. I don't know if this is going to end up being video 2 or what, but we shall see. Back to jelly plating. I had to help unpack groceries, which there were not a whole lot, but that's okay. Now, let's see. We're going to try something different, sort of. Yellow, yellow, la 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 la. All right. That's a lot of yellow. La 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 la. Lots and lots of yellow. Let's see. Oh no. My wiping off paper has dried to my glass mat. A little water will fix that. So I think I want I got stuff flying everywhere. I'm gonna wipe some of this off. It's too much yellow. Whoa, baby. Baby. Okay, I need another wipe off sheet. Okay. Wow. I'm crowding myself. I don't like to crowd myself. Why not? Okay. Now, gotta get this down before. Alright. Another piece I did not like of 12 by 12, but hey. I think I'm going to like the back. We'll see. We'll see if it picks up anything from underneath it. And if not, we can add to it. Nope, sure didn't. Too much paint. See? Too much. Alright. I can vaguely see the imprints, but it's too much yellow. Alright, you're going over there to dry. Of course, you're going to dry out totally. Oh. So I've been having a lot of trouble with my shoulder, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to get to play with this stuff because I go to see a shoulder guy. I am not doing that again. I am going to another piece. I might want to. Let's see. All right. Have to see a shoulder guy, and I'm not looking forward to that, but tis what it is. So I go see him on Monday, and shall see what he says. But I'm imagining I'm probably going to need some sort of surgery. In the future. Because my shoulder is pretty torn up at this point. And I'm going to see a surgeon after all, so there's that. Oh. That lightened that up some. And you can see the print, but it's lost on it because the background was too dark on this page. Okay. That stuff happens. I'm waiting for this very yellow sheet to dry because we're going to do stuff to tone it down. So that'll be a experiment. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. All right. This is the Craft Smart Grape Taffy. And put a little bit of... So Andrea got me like thinking about spring backgrounds. So that's where this is going. My first ones were very grungy and dark. Very dark. Some of these paints, I don't know, maybe I need to shake them better. I don't think I shaked. I don't think I shaken the pink one very well. So I think that's where that problem came in. It's sort of oily and lifting off the plate. So let's try Mulberry Pink from Arteza. I just want a few drops to mix in. I don't want to blend it with the purple, but I want some, ooh, bright, bitty. I want some splotches here and there. Okay. All right, that's interesting. Let's pop this yellow. This is the yellow I did before that nothing showed up on. Pop that down. See what we get. I still feel that bubble in the middle. Well, look at that. Looks like an Easter egg. I don't know if that's what I was going for, but okay. Oh, that's funny. I don't know if my camera is shaking because it is touching the table, so I do apologize for that if that is happening. I have it on a separate table, but I think it's touching my desk just a little bit. Of course, that probably threw you all off kilter. Let's see. All right, there we go. All righty. Now, of course, I can tone that down. That could be done. All right, what's next? So I don't know if I have any more that I really want to, that I did before that I want to tone down. This one could be toned down a bit. That's quite strong for me. All right, let's play with, let's see, what else do I have to play with? So I'm using one of these, which is like to, you know, spread things with like butter and stuff like that. I have dry sponge. And I think that's it. Ooh, I found a couple of wipe off papers to play with those, because that's always fun. I have this mat. I have another stencil. I have this thing here. I have some bubble wrap. I guess I could get my circles out of bubble wrap. So let's play with that a little bit. Mash those on the floor so I can reach them if I need to. Put these over here. All right. So I'm going to tone the blue and the green down. Let's see. What do I want to put on that? It needs to be something light so the other colors show through. I don't want to do yellow. Let's do pink and lilac and see if I can get it to come out the way I want it. All right. Oops. That was more than I wanted. Okay. More than I wanted on a couple of those splotches. I'm going to shake. I got to remember to shake these before I open them and start. Splotcher. Oh, that's pretty pink, isn't it? Do like that. Do like that. Now these are more opaque. So they are going to, they're thicker. They look like Easter eggs, don't they? Bubble wrap down. Okay, see if it's just wet enough to pick anything up. Okay, I toned it down. And you can still see the design behind and some of the blue. I'm good with that. I am good with that. Yes, I be good with that. Yes, 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 yes. Yay. Oh, I gotta stop leaving my brayer upside down. All right. So let's go with Arctic Blue. All right. Oh my, sticky, sticky. And let's go with, this is a grape taffy. Mixing the paints. Okay. So Tony just let the dog into my sunroom. I had him shut out because I know when Tony's cooking the dog's food, because we make our own food because he has bladder issues. He wants to be out there where Tony's cooking. So the whole time I've been filming this section of the video, he's been staring at the door to get into my room. As soon as Tony let him into my room, he's now staring out the door to get out of the room. Yeah. Dogs. I mean, you can't win. Yeah, can't win. All right. I'm going to do something weird here and see if it works. I'm going to do this pink on my glass mat. So I apologize for the noise. If that did anything or not. I'm gonna go with this here. And try it. Let's see if it lifts anything. Oh, that's pretty. I'm gonna put this one down on this one. This paper is from a paper roll that you can get at IKEA. Yeah, the paint's drying now, so that one didn't show up as well. All right. So I'm gonna do where'd it go? I lost it. I don't think it was that one. Oh no. Lost. There it is. I'm going to, so the paper comes from IKEA. It comes on a roll and it's in the kids section, and it's to put on, you know, one of their things that you can put in a kid's room for them to just roll out paper and play with it. And so, don't you know, I had to have it, and I really like the feel of the paper. I think it's pretty cool. So, yeah. Okay. All right. And then, I don't know, I keep going back to this one because, you know, it's flowers. So I'm going to take this one and see if I can do a little this, lift off of there. No, still didn't work. Paint's too dry. I keep doing the same mistakes over and over again, so it's frustrating. So I'm going with the sky blue. Oops. Frustration gets me lots of paint. Martha. Not the answer. So now Evan is in here, but he's staring out at Tony. So he can't make him happy unless the door is open and he can get to both of us. But I can't have the door open and film at the same time. I mean, I could, but I feel weird. Like, I don't do very well when I do that. All right, one more try. Ready? Now, do I let that dry? When I have a success, I can't always figure out how I did it or remember how I did it. So there's that. All right, some of my black paint just lifted off there. I'm okay with that. It's all right. That's fine. Oops, I just stuck my fingers in it. Okay. Well, that's different. I lifted up a whole lot of stuff, which is fine. That's okay. I'm gonna leave that. Where is this? Oh yeah, now that's how it's supposed to come out. Now if I could just remember to do that every time. Is that possible? Probably not. Probably not. My goodness gracious, that's pretty. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's going over there. And these are going over there. And I have a whole bunch of paper to use up. Well, well, well. All right, so not thrilled with this one. Let's see if, oh, I did it again. Let's see if I could change this. What do you think? Look at that ghost print. I wonder if I could lift any of that on a new sheet. Betcha I can. I try hard. All right. What am I going to put on top of that to see if it lifts? Pink? Blue? Yellow? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? I would like a really soft, I don't want that. I don't want fluorescent. Well, I think it's going to have to be this pink here. This rose pink. And we'll see how that goes. Oh, dropping things. What else is new? If I don't drop at least 3 things during the video. No, not me. Okay. This is probably boring you to tears at this point, so I won't keep you with me much longer. And I may edit things out. We'll see. Okay, wish me luck. It's going over some really weird colors. I don't know what the background is going to look like. But you can't win every time, right? I mean, if you're some people, you can win every time. Oh. Well, that toned it down a lot. Sorry for that loud noise. That hurt my ears. I'll have to see what that looks like when it dries. I'm not unhappy with it. Ooh. That took up bunches of dry paint. Not the look I was looking for on this one. But that's okay. Okay. All right. I get set aside. So I have a lot of very Eastery kind of springtime kind of looks here. I still have to get this up. So maybe what I shall do is I think I will go with my cream, because that always ends up doing well. It's a good consistency, this Artist's Loft, which I do get from Michael's, I think I said before. But I don't want it too thick. Roll that off on that. I was going through a black phase, I guess, back to my kindergarten days when I was doing this before. So, a lot of black pages, or very dark, grungy pages. Okay. Off my roller. Alrighty. I think this session is about completed. That down there, and lift that, and I'm gonna get a plain white over here, which is not straight at all. Oopsies. Okay, so wow, look at that. So I'm gonna use the other half to lift off of some more of this. That had a background on it, so it's got some of that peeking through. And I took off some of the grungy from the side over here. I told you that Artist's Loft, it's a parchment is the color. And it works really well for this. So I'm going to do that one more time, folks. For old sake's time. Old time's sake. Old, whatever. Just for the sake of it. And I'm just going to put it all over so I can sort of clean off the remainder of what's on my plate with some waste paper, which sometimes comes out to be the best. The best backgrounds. Okay. And I'm going to have to clean my table. For sure. For sure. All right, so I'm going to do the other half of this over here. Since this page picked up a lot of grunge the first time around. Oops. Yeah, look at that. Look at all the grunge it picked up. But I missed the center, so play with that down there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then we'll do this little bare spot over here. And maybe, let's see if this will pick this up here. That's what Robin McClendon calls, I think she calls it an old wall look. Put some notebook paper down here. Yeah, that picked up just a lot of the cream color, which I'm okay with. And then put this wipe off sheet up. Let's put it this way. Picks up some of this grunge up here. Yep. Very good, very good, very good. Very interesting stuff. Yep. There's even more to get off here if you work at it. On a dried on paint. So, but I might just leave that for the next go around and see what happens. So I thank you all for joining me. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it very much. I love you all. I hope you're finding something fun to craft with. And I hope the sun is shining where you are. It's shining here today. Cold, but it's shining. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for you. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Hope you stuck it out. If you didn't, I don't blame you. You can always speed it up, you know. Take care. Happy crafting. See you on the flip side.